Welcome back to Days. Today we will learn about the intriguing twists involving Gabi, Philip, and Xander as unexpected alliances form in Salem. In the bustling world of Salem's corporate intrigue, Gabi Hernandez, portrayed by the talented Sherry Jimenez, finds herself at the center of a web of secrets that could reshape family dynamics. Her clever placement of a listening device in Xander Kyriakis' pen, played by Paul Telfer, has uncovered a bombshell. Philip Kyriakis, brought to life by Jean-Paul Lavoisier, actually fabricated legal papers to claim a substantial share of Titan Industries. This revelation isn't just a power grab, it's a strategic move to ensure the company remains firmly under Kyriakis' control, preventing outsiders from seizing the reins. Xander, surprisingly, decides to support this scheme, viewing it as a necessary evil to protect their legacy. This plot twist adds layers to the ongoing battle for Titan, where loyalties are tested and old grudges resurface. Imagine the tension in the boardroom as whispers of forgery echo through the halls, with employees unknowingly caught in the crossfire of family feuds. Gabi, ever the opportunist, is eager to capitalize on this intelligence right away, her mind racing with possibilities for leverage in her own ambitions at DiMera Enterprises. However, her ally Tony DiMera, embodied by Theo Penglis, steps in with a voice of reason, urging her to proceed with utmost care to avoid tipping their hand too soon. This advice leads Gabi to adopt a watchful stance, monitoring both Xander and Philip from afar while reflecting on her complicated history with them. She recalls the harrowing time when her daughter Ariana, played by Marissa Reyes, was kidnapped, and how Xander stepped up as an unexpected hero, offering support during her darkest hour. On the flip side, her past romantic entanglement with Philip lingers like a shadow, stirring a mix of nostalgia and regret. These memories humanize Gabi, showing her not just as a schemer but as a mother and woman navigating Salem's emotional minefield. As she spies on the duo, new invented elements come into play. Perhaps she overhears snippets of their personal conversations about Victor Kyriakis' legacy, adding emotional depth to their partnership and hinting at unresolved paternal issues that could fuel future storylines. Unbeknownst to Gabi, her covert operation hits a snag when Xander and Philip stumble upon the hidden bug during a routine office sweep. The discovery sends shockwaves through their fragile alliance, prompting questions about trust and betrayal. Will they quickly deduce that Gabi is the culprit behind this espionage, or will paranoia drive a wedge between them, causing the brothers to point fingers at each other? This moment amplifies the drama, as the Kyriakis siblings must now navigate suspicion while maintaining their united front against external threats. Picture the scene: Xander, with his rugged determination, examining the device under dim office lights, while Philip's analytical mind races to connect the dots to potential enemies. This incident could even introduce a new subplot where they enlist a tech-savvy ally from Salem's underbelly to trace the bug's origins, blending high-stakes corporate warfare with gritty detective work. In a surprising turn, Gabi's actions end up fostering an unintended bond between Xander and Philip, drawing them closer as they rally against a common foe. The brothers, once rivals vying for control, now channel their energy into unmasking the eavesdropper, which might lead them straight to Gabi's doorstep. Their determination grows, fueled by a shared goal to protect Titan from sabotage. This reconciliation isn't just about business. It delves into themes of family redemption, as Philip and Xander confront their turbulent pasts, Philip's time in a mental institution and Xander's feelings of abandonment by their late father, Victor. Invented details could include late-night strategy sessions at the Kyriakis mansion, where they share stories of childhood hardships, forging a brotherly connection that viewers have longed to see. This development echoes broader Days of Our Lives themes of forgiveness and unity amid chaos, potentially setting the stage for epic confrontations with DiMera rivals. As the plot thickens, Philip and Xander devise a cunning plan to expose and counter the person responsible for the bug, with suspicions increasingly pointing toward Gabi and her hidden agenda. They might stage a fake conversation laden with misinformation to lure her into a trap, testing her reactions and gathering evidence. This cat-and-mouse game heightens the suspense, as the brothers balance their corporate ambitions with personal vendettas. Meanwhile, Gabi grows impatient with the slow pace of Tony's overarching strategy, pushing for bolder moves that could backfire spectacularly. Tony, drawing on his vast experience in Salem's power plays, firmly reminds her that patience is key, insisting his method will yield the best results. This friction adds tension to their partnership, highlighting Gabi's fiery impulsiveness against Tony's calculated demeanor. Could their discord lead to cracks in the DiMera front, allowing the Kyriakis side to gain an upper hand? The burning questions loom large. What elaborate scheme will Xander and Philip concoct to ultimately frame Gabi and dismantle her operations? Will their investigation peel back the layers to reveal Tony as the mastermind pulling strings from the shadows? And what consequences await Gabi if her role is exposed? Perhaps a dramatic fallout that affects her relationships, her position at DiMera, or even her freedom in Salem? Speculation abounds, with possibilities including a high-profile boardroom showdown or a personal betrayal that rocks the Hernandez family. Invented elements might involve Gabi discovering a hidden Kyriakis artifact that ties into Victor's will, complicating the forgery narrative and introducing moral dilemmas about inheritance and loyalty. As these storylines unfold, fans can expect emotional highs and lows, with alliances shifting like sand in the hourglass. Stay tuned to Days of Our Lives for more riveting developments in this saga of secrets, reconciliations, and revenge. The drama in Salem never disappoints, promising twists that keep us on the edge of our seats. Part 2, Days of Our Lives Preview, DNA Tests, Family Secrets, and Tony's Big Plans for Salem's Future. Welcome back, dear viewers, to another exciting week in Salem. As always, Days of Our Lives keeps us on the edge of our seats, balancing family drama, love, loss, and the never-ending twists of fate that have defined this beloved soap opera for decades. This week's preview gives us plenty to look forward to, from shocking DNA results and heartfelt confessions to the return of a long-absent family member whose reappearance will surely shake up the DiMera household. Let's walk through all the storylines together, one step at a time, with the kind of care and detail this loyal fan base deserves. The women of Salem face the past, Maggie and Julie's grief. Maggie Horton and Julie Williams are no strangers to grief. These two strong, resilient women have endured more loss than most people could ever bear. This week, their bond deepens as the anniversary of Doug's death approaches. Doug, played for so many years by the late Bill Hayes, was not just Julie's beloved husband, but also a cornerstone of the show itself. As Salem pauses to remember Doug's passing, Julie must confront the painful reminder of life without her partner, while Maggie reflects on her own losses. The preview hints at the possibility of a touching surprise. Will Doug's namesake, Doug III, return to honor his grandfather's memory? Such a visit would not only bring comfort to Julie but also remind viewers that the Horton legacy remains alive and strong. For longtime fans, this storyline will undoubtedly stir tender memories of Doug's music, his charm, and his unwavering love for Julie. Baby Tesoro, adoption dreams and shocking discoveries. No soap opera would be complete without a baby at the center of the drama, and this weekdays delivers in spades. Tesoro, the baby left at the fire station, has become the talk of Salem. His innocent little face hides a mystery that could alter the lives of several families forever. Javi shares the exciting news with Leo that Tesoro's wait for adoption is nearly over. Interest in adopting the child has skyrocketed, with many families eager to open their hearts and homes to him. Among those considering adoption are Chanel and Johnny, a couple who have faced their share of ups and downs but remain hopeful about starting a family. Chanel, in particular, seems captivated by the child. Viewers can sense her longing to nurture and build a family of her own, and Tesoro could be the answer to her prayers. But, as always in Salem, nothing is ever simple. Brady has begun to connect the dots, suspecting that Tesoro might not just be any ordinary abandoned baby, but rather the biological child of Tate and Sophia. If true, this revelation could derail the adoption process entirely, as the rightful parents would surely come forward. Salem being Salem, the matter cannot be settled with simple paperwork, it requires proof. Enter Rafe Hernandez, who takes a DNA sample to compare Tesoro's identity. Longtime fans know that DNA tests in Salem are rarely straightforward. From switched samples to meddling lab technicians, the history of false or tampered results is endless. Will this test reveal the truth about Tesoro's parentage, or will another web of lies delay the inevitable? Rachel's heartbreak, a daughter in tears. In one of the most emotional storylines of the week, young Rachel faces a heartbreaking reality. Her father, Brady, finally breaks the news that her mother will be spending the next 6 years in prison. This confession crushes Rachel, who immediately blames herself. Through sobs, she confesses to her friend Ari, "It's my fault you're in jail." What exactly does Rachel remember? Could it be that she recalls pulling the trigger on Uncle EJ, an act that has haunted the DiMera and Brady families alike? If so, her guilt is understandable, but her childlike mind may be twisting the truth. Whether she truly shot EJ or not, the damage of believing she is responsible weighs heavily on her young heart. This storyline promises to be especially poignant for older viewers, who understand the complexities of family loyalty, guilt, and forgiveness. Watching Rachel wrestle with emotions far too heavy for a child her age reminds us of the many times children in Salem have been caught in the crossfire of adult battles. The return of Theo Carver, and Tony's mysterious plans. No week in Salem would be complete without a surprise return, and this time it is Theo Carver who comes home. As the son of Lexi and Abe, Theo has always represented a bridge between two of Salem's most powerful families. His return brings joy to his loved ones but also stirs questions about what role he will play in the ongoing battles for power and loyalty. Theo is warmly welcomed by his uncle Tony, whose mind is already spinning with plans for his nephew. Tony DiMera has long been a man of intrigue. Part ally, part schemer, and always deeply tied to the complicated web of the DiMera family dynasty. But what exactly does he have in mind for Theo? Is Tony plotting to groom his nephew for a leadership role within the DiMera empire, or is he orchestrating a much larger scheme that could reshape the balance of power in Salem? Longtime fans know better than to take Tony's intentions at face value. Behind his charming smile lies a calculating mind, and whatever plans he has for Theo are sure to ripple through the DiMera family tree in dramatic fashion. Closing thoughts. This week on Days of Our Lives, we are promised emotional highs and devastating lows. From the grief of Maggie and Julie as they honor Doug's memory, to the joyful yet complicated adoption storyline surrounding baby Tesoro, to Rachel's heartbreaking tears, the show continues to deliver what fans love most: deep, character-driven drama with twists and surprises around every corner. And, of course, the return of Theo Carver, coupled with Tony DiMera's grand plans, ensures that Salem's future will be as unpredictable as ever. For viewers who have followed this show for decades, this preview reminds us why Days of Our Lives has stood the test of time. It's not just the scandals, the betrayals, or even the shocking returns. It's the heart at the center of it all, the families, the friendships, and the enduring hope that love will conquer loss. So, settle in, dear fans. The week ahead promises everything we love about Salem: mystery, emotion, and the unshakable ties of family.